I'm Suzanne McNeill with Design Originals, and today I have such a fun thing to show you. It's the Gelli printing. So here are just a few quickie samples that I've done. So you can see how beautifully brilliant the colors are, and you can get all types of shapes. Just go outside and get some leaves out of the yard, a little stencil, just color blocking. Oh, this is so much fun. So let me show you what I'm going to start with. This is my Gelli plate, and I've used this a lot, so it's turned a little bit blue. Comes in a package, or there's a recipe to make your very own Gelli plate from scratch if you want to use that. So all I need is some paper or fabric, a bunch of little tools from around the house, and some acrylic paints. So today I'm going to use a little bit of tube paints. You can also use little bottle acrylic paints or fluid acrylics. I just put a little paint on my plate. I have a soft rubber brayer here. I like the 2-inch size because I feel like I don't waste as much paint as I do if I have a really large size. Probably the biggest mistake people make is putting too much paint on the palette. So now I have a little bit of fluid paint. I'm just going to put out a few drops. You can, as long as they're acrylic paints, you can mix these together. So I like for my paints to have a real painterly, artistic quality, so I always try to put at least 2 colors on my plate. Now here's just a piece of string from around the house. The tools you need are so simple. You can use professional tools like stencils and things, but these are very, very easy. So now this is just a piece of old sheet music from a book that I tore out. Just going to lay that on top. Rub that real good with my hands. Some people like to have a second brayer to rub over it, but I find it's just as easy to do with my hands. Then I always like to pull it up from the corner and peek. What a fun pattern, and you can see how easy that was to do. So I'm just going to set this over here to dry. Take off my design maker. Now I could actually print this, and this can turn out to be a lot of fun also. I'm going to try and see if there's enough paint on it. So I have a different kind of paper. I have a little piece of delicatessen paper, or deli paper now. You could use any kind of paper, but I thought it'd be nice to be able to see through this one. Oh, just a little bit of paint on there, but totally different pattern. So you can see how fun these would be for collage. Now, I don't normally clean my plate until the end of the day because I like for my colors to mix. So I'm just going to put a little more color on here. And maybe a little bit of copper would be really pretty with that red, a little bit of metallic. Be quite nice. There we go. I'm just going to roll those together. I have a little bit too much paint on here, and I have a new book, so in the book it shows you what to do if you have too much paint. Now I have just an envelope. Oops. Left over from the mail. This is great for recycling all these papers that we have left over. I'm just going to rub that on. Beautiful, beautiful colors. And these dry really fast. It's amazing how fast they dry. I'm going to put rub that out real good with my brayer. Now I'm going to take another tool. Now here are a couple of toilet paper rolls. This one I've glued little coffee stir sticks. This one I glued some string on. So I can just take that and roll it across my plate. Maybe I'll roll this one on this side just to get a different look. Now we have that. Now this is a pool noodle that I've cut into a 1 or 2 inch shape. So I can stamp this on here to get another pattern. Now I'm going to take another piece of paper and print this. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I'm just going to have so much fun collaging these and using them in my journal. Now, if your paint feels like it's getting a little dry, this is the open acrylic. and this will help slow down the drying time of your paints. Just need a little touch of this. And now one more color, and then I'll show you a few things that are finished. Roll that out. Good with my brayer. Good coat on that. And now I just have a comb here. So I'm going to do the combing. Just comb right through that layer of paint. I could stop there, or I can come back through and comb the other direction also. All kinds of patterns you can get just with a simple comb. It's a coffee filter, which I've ironed to be flat. And this is almost like rice paper. It gives the look of rice paper. It's really beautiful. The deli paper and the coffee filters are wonderful for collage because they turn almost transparent. So I think you get the idea. Now I'm just going to use baby wipes to clean this up good, baby wipes to clean my brayer, and then I'm ready for the next day. So let me show you a couple more samples. Here's a little purse. You can print equally well on both fabric and on paper. Same process for both. Here's a journal that I'm still working on. So lots of fun things and ideas inside. So I like to use those pages as inspiration for new ideas. And in the back I put a pull-out page. And here's the book, Definitive Book on Gelli Printing. Half of the book is all about mark making, how to do different printing processes on both paper and fabric, what tools you might use. Many of them I use come from around the house. And then the other half of the book is how to collage on canvas, how to make little booklets, how to design your pages as inspiration for painting. Well, it just goes on and on. So I think you'll enjoy this. Try it.